Here we go, green flag waves. Here in Qatar, it's the Tissot Grand Prix. Solid start from pole, even though he's got a wheelie, but Martin is flying through. Look at the Ducati's also good.
Sensational launch off the line, absolutely incredible. His teammate Johan Zarco in second place. Great start by Oliver. Also had a really good launch. 7th to 3rd. Wouldn't be surprised Stefan Bradl looked like he might have twitched. Maybe a jump start.
He's down to 10th behind the two factory Yamahas, who are 8th and 9th, by the way. What a start for the Suzukis as well.
So, right, yeah, the Suzukis just where they wanted to be. Not the starts though for Jack Miller and Pecco Bagnaia. Missed the start. Martin and Zarco certainly didn't.
Fabio Quartararo has moved up into 7th ahead of Jack Miller.
There, the door was open. He just picked up Miguel Oliveira. Of course, he's not got a lot of experience, Oliveira, on that medium front tyre.
Which from Johan Zarco's front end, and that gives Aleix Espargaro an opportunity as well. But we're looking at the moment in 5th, Joan Mir then behind. Here comes Mir now. Two Suzukis now inside.
He's been picked off by Aleix Espargaro, Alex Rins, and now Joan Mir, the world champion.
On to the start, finish straight forward. Here is that. Yes, it is. Miguel Oliveira, Fabio Quartararo also trying to get on terms. Jack Miller, past.
1.3 seconds on that opening lap.
Ooh, sitting up there was Pecco Bagnaia. That was a move on.
Quick check on Valentino Rossi. If you're a Valentino Rossi fan, you might want to stick your fingers in your ears right now. It's made by the doctor.
And if Maverick Vinales is winning again tonight, he's got to do it from further back. He is down to 10.
Well wide. Miller came on through. There was no jump start, so Stefan Bradl absolutely got it German, although he hasn't capitalised on it. He's down in 18th place.
It's still Martin that leads from Zarco and Aleix Espargaro. Also a really good start from...
Over 4/10 of a second clear of his Pramac Ducati teammate Johan Zarco. At what point does Jorge rise? That was Mir running Fabio Quartararo right out the marbles. You can't get on the gas too early.
Oh, yeah, so already the Yamahas not quite in a stronger position as they were 1 week ago. The Suzukis
last the whole race distance. They had big trouble from about the halfway point last weekend. How much are they going to get more light? He's just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far, a 55.189. That was a 10th quicker than your race leader Jorge. Start was sensational. He made a phenomenal start last weekend. Tonight was just as...
Aleix Espargaro up through. He's in hot. Zarco on the cutback, goes back through into second, on board with...
Didn't he on the pack? Rins up the inside of Aleix Espargaro. Costly couple of corners then for Aleix Espargaro.
Goes through into 3rd.
This bodes well for a strong result for the Suzukis, because they've already got themselves quite strong. We know it's pretty well known, but the Suzuki can be gentle on that rear tyre. It can nurse the rear tyre very...
Be quite surprised he's not seen anyone's front wheel yet. You just wonder, don't you, if Zarco's reluctant to go with him, because he
can't believe that this guy has been on a MotoGP bike for less than a fortnight.
Here comes Rins, he's thinking about a move. Here we go into turn 16, the final corner here in Qatar.
Mir swarming all over his rear tyre. The world champion can't find a way through. And there's no way that Rins is going straight. He's not losing a lot of ground though. The headwind, which is blowing, perhaps not as strong as last week's race, it will...
Behind Jack Miller, the pair of them ahead of Quartararo.
Yeah, Vinales still down in 10th place. Circuit, he did take the place from Brad Binder. Binder in 11th now.
Looking further down the order, Franco Morbidelli, he's not made any headway. 13th for him, ahead of Nakagami.
Still stuck in 21st place.
Simon, you got some observations early on here?
No, only just big nightmare here at Qatar, and look at him go.
Yeah, it's a good start from Oliveira, we just mentioned that, and Binder also a good start. He's behind the two factory Yamahas. Alex Rins closes on the tail here.
In Suzuki's agility and corner speed through the fast rights, 12, 13 and 14. Got the momentum as well. It wasn't an easy pass, but he made it.
On to the start, finish straight we get.
Alex Rins, all the hard work to do yet again. He has a bit of a moment on the front end there as well, going into the first. Still, Jorge Martin, our surprise shock poleman from last night, that's making the front running.
Yeah,
he's found a way through this time, but again he runs in wide, and Zarco, he won't need any second invitation.
Have another go. Here comes Alex Rins up the inside into turn 6. This time it does stick.
They've had a few mega tussles in the past, haven't they?
So it's now Pramac Ducati's 9th and 10th right now.
Here comes Quartararo. Oh, it was tight. He might have left a bit of front. Mitchell and Renai standing firm ahead of him.
You have to wonder, don't you, if Vinales has got the bike underneath him, that he finally old game.
It's a long race though, isn't it? We know that tyre management is going to be absolutely essential. Right, yes, he's not where he wants to be. He didn't get the start he wanted, but let's watch this replay. Error, absolutely nailed it. Stefan Bradl went backwards. I think he thought he moved. I think he did move. And then
he is now in between the Suzuki and the Ducati, trying to stay in the game. Great job so far, Lily at a couple of rounds ago at the end of 2020.
Factory Suzuki by the Red Rocket in the hands of the Frenchman.
Here he is then, he's being asked his first question. Martin.
Yeah, and he will know, he will hear Zarco's Desmond Fedici about it. That's the problem. He's got to try and get the brilliant drive out of turn 16 to break the toe of Zarco.
At the back there, that's Fabio Quartararo. He's been trying desperately to find a way through.
On that fact, Vinales have been backed up behind Oliveira for some time here. And Martin, Rins, Zarco and Aleix.
It's got to be committed. Didn't fancy it. On board now with number 42, Alex Rins, as we then head into...
If he finishes in 4th place, he wants better, of course. That would be Aprilia's best ever MotoGP result. Zarco, and it's going to be an inevitable outcome. There's nothing that Rins can do about it. Soul-destroying, but...
On the start-finish straight. By the way, fastest lap of the race, Aleix Espargaro on the Aprilia, 54.798.
And it was a slow, not slow, but not on his red-hot pace in the first 2 or 3 laps. That confidently can start picking his way through the pack.
Alex Rins still trying to find a way through here. On board here with Vinales, the race winner from last time out, cannot find a way through here on Miguel on 150 in this Grand Prix, pretty much since the fourth, for what will be a sensational podium finish. He's pushing at the front. It's Fabio Quartararo. He's trying.
And Mir, the world champion, he's down in 9th place. He can't find a way through at the moment on Aleix Espargaro. And Martin, if he's got desires, of course he has got desires to hunt down his teammate Fabio Quartararo.
Clement's warning for Maverick Vinales, by the way. Now that would be a disaster for
his agility and turning in that tight infield section to try and break the toe back to Jorge Martin.
Really going to feel a bit rough after this if they stay in 6th and 7th. Jorge Martin is still doing such an amazing...
Like a rolling roadblock for the Yamahas. Vinales doing everything he can to try and get through.
Got past there, and that's given a bit of breathing space also to Jorge Martin. Zarco knew he'd have the speed on the start.
Just been brilliant here, 55.182, fastest man on the circuit, and that means he's been able to get...
Stories in this, all the manufacturers are inside the top 10. Sorry, Hondas are missing because of what happened. Martin, I cannot believe what we've seen from him tonight.
Given his experience and his lack of...
His Maverick Vinales, heavy, trying to find a way through.
He's getting a bit desperate, Steve. You can see the way to get on the podium with Martin and Zarco so strong in front of him. Rins on his case as well.
It really would. That's going to sting. Joan Mir has gone past Aleix Espargaro, the world champion. Moves up to ace of his life. This week, Fabio Quartararo, the best race of his life.
Yeah, he's ridden absolutely brilliantly. Didn't panic.
Pramac boys of that Yamaha. Can they get close enough? I think Quartararo is okay at the moment.
Zarco just thought about a move there on Martin to turn 15, but he just couldn't make it through. Martin was so late on the brakes and kept 0.7 back to Jorge Martin. That's exactly the scenario for Fabio Quartararo. He knows exactly what he has to take. A crucial gap here, and Vinales is wide into the first corner. Rins sweeps on through, and that could be...
But now, this gets personal, because Zarco has got a championship to think about.
Zarco didn't like being beaten to pole position last night by his teammate Jorge Martin. He certainly won't want...
What was that?
Fabio Quartararo
Has he hit something on circuit? Or has it come off his bike?
Late problems for Fabio Quartararo because his last 2 laps in this race have been absolutely on a different...
4th, and that's all it will be for Rins and Vinales. Who comes out on
here? It's all about the Pramac Ducatis. Are they going to trip each other up? Zarco trying to get close. So to make a move for 2nd place. Here it comes up the inside of turn number 15. Nicely done by Johan Zarco.
It's Zarco versus Martin for 2nd, but the race winner tonight, no questions about it. A stunner for Zarco. Martin finishes 3rd, the rookie, in just his 2nd ever Grand Prix.